Okay, we're live. How's it going, everyone? We're good to go. This is the Multimedia Madness podcast. We are a little bit of a delay because Jayden here has been sick for a little bit and he sounded like crap. He didn't want to do a podcast with a terrible voice.
Yeah.
Today we're just honestly basically the same as we normally do. A little bit of gaming stuff, a little bit of TV stuff, but honestly, just going over a few things, and then we're going to go over a little bit of our kind of personal favorite things a little bit, like we did back a while ago. But yeah, Jayden, want to start off like we normally go?
I just wanted to say, if you know what Wheezy from Toy Story sounds like, yeah, that was me last week. Or Gremlin. It was basically between...
Gremlin.
It was basically like between a Gremlin and Gollum, but Wheezy somehow in there as well. So, you know, it's a good time.
Just dying. Like, I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and even on the phone, I could barely hear him. Yeah, so I had to call it off a little bit for the one time, but yeah. We'll be good.
We're ready to get back into it. So the first articles, it's mostly YouTube videos. So I have 3 YouTube videos. We're not going to watch them at all, but they all say basically the exact same goddamn thing. EA was in Europe and Epic Games, they were both in Europe for a conference for a hearing about whether loot boxes are ethical for gamers because they are basically gambling for children. This is basically how most of the gaming community sees it. This is how basically everyone sees it, but not EA. No. I'm going to play this clip real quick and then I'll explain it. So I have 3 articles here. So one of them is from one of my favorite YouTubers, AngryJoe. Another one is from a YouTuber who I was talking to on Twitter named MrRoflWaffles. And another one is from a guy named Penguin Zero, also known as Critical. But here's the clip right now, so we'll play that nice and loud for you guys.
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was...
Whatever term you wish to apply to them, do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics.
Okay, so that right there, that should basically say it all. EA is trying to steal your money. They are not called loot boxes anymore. They are called surprise mechanics. Say it again, everyone. Surprise mechanics. So basically what this is basically Epic Games and EA are trying to save face. They're also trying to save... Well, they're not trying to save face. If they tried to save face, they would be straight up forward about it. They would be like, yeah, they're unethical, and so on and so forth. Hoo-ha, the world goes around. But no, they decide to take the greedy fucking route and say, oh yeah, we're in it for the money, but we don't want to say that we're in it for the money, so we're going to try and lie through our teeth to get out of this. And they were called out tremendously. Like, these 3 YouTubers put up videos. There was like tons of conversations on Twitter. People were laughing about it. I was laughing about it with some of my friends. Like, this shit's hilarious. And the reason it's hilarious is because we all know the truth. Loot boxes basically are gambling. They're basically a slot machine catered towards kids and stealing their money. And
yeah, it's total money grab, and then kids get in trouble because they like use their parents' credit card or whatever, and then they like exactly. It's just, and then it almost in kind of sorta in a way like robbing in that sense there too, because of that.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, one of the videos by Critical is named "EA Invents Surprise Robberies." So yeah, exactly. You hit it on the money there, Davis. You hit it on the money. So basically, that's what has been happening in the past. Like, when did this get uploaded? Today. Some of them were uploaded today. Some of them were uploaded yesterday. Some of them were uploaded 2 days ago.
Past few days. Yeah. So not very, very, very recent.
Yeah. So basically, it was hilarious because when the EU, like House of Commons or whoever is talking, when they were talking, they were very confident. They were very like asking the critical questions, and Epic Games and EA got laid out. No doubt that they got destroyed. You could hear the quaking and like the sadness and the, yeah, we fucked up, but we have to keep going with this route. Otherwise we lose all our money and we're going to get shut out of being a business, which is fucking fine by me. I don't care about EA anymore. Give the NHL and NFL to companies who actually deserve it. Give it all, like Anthem and Apex to game companies who actually deserve it. Like, that's my stance on it. I think EA should basically never be trusted again. I played NHL 19 for the past weekend with my buddy because it was free. I didn't buy it. It was free.
Yeah.
And immediately, the first 10 minutes of the game are you setting up the loading screen. It wasn't like, first 10 minutes is like 2 minutes is setting up the loading screen and loading the game, and then you're in the game. It's like you had to keep setting up, and then it took an extra 5 minutes to get into the game. And then when you played the game was like 12 minutes long. It took longer to set up the game than it was to actually play it. When you pop in that game.
And they're just going to come back and they're just going to come back and say, what did you expect? It was free. Well, from this big of a company, it shouldn't be that shit.
Yeah. Well, the reason it's free is because Xbox has a reward program that allows 4 free games every month. So some of the biggest games have been on there. Assassin's Creed, Halo, what else was there? Celeste. These are like huge games. That's how I played Celeste, is my buddy got it from Games with Gold. So that's what the program's called. Definitely. You get it for free if you get Xbox Live. So just get it. But anyways, that's how I got it. And I have to say, buried underneath all of this shadiness, all of this garbage, NHL is a fun game. I was playing it with my buddies, and we were just playing, and he was tripping me, and he kept getting penalties, and I kept winning, and it was just a fun time, and it didn't really matter how much time was spent in the game, because it could have been a 10-minute match, it could have been a 30-minute match, but it was still fun, which is the hard part to like diss EA about, because some of their games are fun. They're just buried under terrible things and microtransactions. So you know what? Fuck it. EA, they're undeserving of any love. They deserve all the criticism and hate that goes towards them. I'm sorry, but you know that's just that. And
just transfer it over to like BioWare or something.
Not even BioWare. BioWare fucked up too. BioWare fucked up too. Oh? BioWare fucked up with Anthem. They literally were just they did not have a good time with Anthem. So anyways, we're gonna so anyways, they got put on blast.
Keep the game still going, just get rid of the company.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't give Star Wars to EA, and don't give it to DICE, because DICE fucked it up. Give it to someone else. Bring LucasArts back, please, for the love of God, bring LucasArts back. But anyways, EA and Epic Games got put on blast. Epic Games, like, they both have robots representing their company. Like, not joking you, they basically sound like robots. They're so, like, shy and timid, and they just sound like robots. It's like, we are, here to, make money, and it's like, hello? Hello? Like, is anyone there? We need you to answer these questions, and they were not answering them properly. One of them was like, are you guys making Fortnite to make money? And they're like, no, we've always made it for the fans. Money has never been a priority. It's like, yeah, but friendliness and community doesn't pay the bills. Money pays the bills. So that's why you have all these microtransactions and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but it's like, well, I heard there was an article here of someone who spent over £1,600 in the UK on Fortnite. And it's like that. And the guy was like, that's impossible. That shouldn't be allowed or whatever. Like, we never allow that to happen. It's like, but you do allow it to happen because it did happen. And later on, he was just like, yeah, I think he bought he bought like the most expensive thing about like 15 times. And the guy was like, oh yeah, that's exactly how. And one of the big things in here, if you watch Critical's video, later on in the video, he basically pulls out this clip that says the commission is just like, or the government is basically saying, yeah, okay, so EA, you have no qualms with this being unethical. And the lady basically says, yeah, we have no qualms with this being unethical. Basically, what she's saying is this microtransaction, these surprise mechanics, these loot boxes are unethical at the very deep level. And she's just saying that they're not unethical so she can keep her fucking job. So that's kind of disgusting. It's kind of stupid. EA, you know what you're doing wrong. Shut your shithole. Fucking admit your mistakes. Get back to work. Go make a good NHL game that doesn't take me 15 minutes to get into a match. Make a good NHL game that's fun and I can customize my controls. Please, for the love of God. And we're going to talk about that later on in the podcast, but I want to say something right now. If you're going to make a video game, make the controls customizable for fuck's sakes, I'm tired of going into games that are basically, hey, you can either play this way or this way. It's like, well, what if I want to play this way? This way is the optimal way to play for me. Well, tough shit, you bitch. You're not playing it that way, so fuck you, dude. Like, it's not that hard. I've never designed a game, and I'm going to assume this is easy, but it could be completely hard. But it shouldn't be that hard, and it should be a priority once the game is finished. If the game is finished like right at the brink, and then like, whew, okay, we released the game. Let's take like a 2-day break and then come back to it. And people are loving the game. It's like, it would be better with customizable controls. Like, yep, we're getting to work on that. Perfect. Release it within the first week. You get a pass from me. You get an A+. Release it on the spot. Like 10 out of 10. You get 11 out of 10 on that. Like, awesome. You never release custom controls? Yeah. Well, fuck you, dude. That kind of sucks. Because, like, I would love to have my hustle button in NHL 19 to be A, or to be the trigger, or my shoot button to be the trigger, because that's what all of my video games is they're shooting games, so I press the right trigger a lot to fucking shoot. So let that happen. Please. Game developers out there. And this is for the new generation too. You guys know this struggle, so please do it. There's the mini rant right there. But
hey, considering a few people we know actually are trying to get into game design as career, so
yeah,
there
exactly.
we go.
So I'm gonna definitely make that thing. So the next thing we have, actually, I'm trying to like get this to the start, but for some reason my YouTube doesn't like working. So Davis, I want you to look on the stream right now. I'm gonna show gameplay of a game that's in pre-alpha right now, called SkateBIRD. And we're just gonna watch this clip. We're gonna be quiet and we're just gonna watch.
One more.
The heron eats many fish.
Oh, what's this not show? Okay.
He's watching the kingfisher.
Right now. Okay, so what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts?
Basically, it's just like Tony Hawk.
Exactly. It's the Tony Hawk game we deserve. We deserve this! Because guess what? The latest Tony Hawk games I've heard are complete shit. Sorry, Tony Hawk, but whoever's making your game, let's take a look at who's making the Tony Hawk games. Let's take a look real quick. Tony Hawk game developer. Let's take a look real quick. Activision. Yep, Activision. EA Mobile. Yep. So there are some actually good companies in here. Let's just look at the latest one. So I know that like one of the latest ones is Tony Hawk 5. So let's take a look here. Yeah, this game did not bode well, but like, come on, we need a good Tony Hawk game, and I think this game, it's a Kickstarter, and it looks promising so far. So if the game comes out and there's a demo and I play it and I like it, easily gonna buy it. This guy looks like he's worked super hard on it. It looks polished. It looks fun. It's the kind of cartoony but like awesome skating that I love. So I'm like,
yeah.
I thought it was so adorable. It's just like the bird just like is flapping its wings to get extra airtime, and I'm like, yeah, go little bird, go. Like
I remember playing I remember like the original Tony Hawk, like when it was just Tony Hawk, and back when that came out, you couldn't even get off your board. It was hilarious, and then they kept on because they just couldn't have the mechanic to do it at the time. So it was just constantly going everywhere through the map, was just constantly on your board. Then when it finally came out that you could like pick up your board, start running, and then just jump back on it, like that was dope. Like I remember that playing that all the time back then. Like it's been a long time since I played Tony Hawk games, but I'm sure if I pick it up again, it'd be easy enough like to get into it and just shred the entire game in like, you know, a couple hours, like a weekend or whatever. It would just be fun.
Yeah, exactly. So Tony Hawk is destined for great things. I believe it can make a comeback, but if it can't, we have SkateBIRD, and I heard that Skate 4, like people are wanting Skate 4. I don't know if it's in development yet or not. Let's take a look real quick. Skate 4. Could Skate 4 Well, in E3 apparently it was most definitely happening. So
I remember when. Do they still use the balance mechanic? Like, because I remember when the first Skate came out, that's when they were trying to really push like the motion control like of the PS4 controller, and you had to actually like move your controller and stuff like that, and it's very like finicky because it didn't work as well as they wanted it to.
Yeah.
So do they still do that with like the newer Skate games?
I have yet to even touch a Skate game. I'm pretty sure they do for like grinding and stuff like that, but other than that, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We'll talk about what games I've been getting into recently, but unfortunately, Skate has not been one of them. But yeah, we're gonna move on to our next topic, and I'm pretty sure like most people that are somewhat in the Twitch universe know what's going on here. But there's a very famous Twitch streamer named Dr. Disrespect. He was banned from E3 and banned from Twitch. So I've been picking up bits and pieces, so this article goes into it a little bit. So basically, he had his first ever, I didn't even know this, first ever Twitch IRL stream, so in real life stream. So he went into a bathroom, apparently multiple times, and was followed by his cameraman. And since it's illegal to stream or record videos in public bathrooms in California, which it should be everywhere, to be completely honest, Twitch banned Dr. Disrespect, and he was also banned from E3 2019, which is now over. But like I think it was June 11th, so that was the first day of E3. He got banned. He got kicked out. So it's unknown how long his ban will be, but there are a few things that for sure have happened. First things first for him, he immediately decided to ban his director, the person who told him to go into the bathroom. He said, yeah, you got me banned on Twitch. Fuck you, you're fired. Which is totally fair. But also, you kind of have to have a mind of yourself. Like, how old is Dr. Disrespect? Let's take a look at this real quick. I like doing this. How old is Dr. Disrespect? Because I don't want to... 37. He's a 37-year-old man.
And he's blaming someone else for him going into the bathroom.
But to be fair...
And recording.
To be fair, it could not have been his fault. Like, I'm not 100% sure of all the facts. It could have been, hey, don't follow me into the bathroom because that's common sense. And the director said, no, it's fine anyways. Or the director was like, hey, I'm going to go into the bathroom with you. And Dr. Disrespect said no, but he like went out, or he went anyways, and the cameraman followed him. But I'm pretty sure what happened was like the cameraman was like, hey, I'm going to come with you, do some funny stuff in the bathroom, which it looks like he did. So... And it like the worst part is like there's kids and stuff in there. There's guys that are just going to the bathroom to go to the bathroom, and they're just getting recorded without consent, without permission. So like, what's going on here? So it's more than likely going to result in like a month ban or something like that. But like, come on, you're 37 years old. Like, I guess you can't control him, can't control the guy, but. What I would have done in that scenario if the guy was just like, no, I'm going to come into the bathroom with you, and I was said, Kate, no, you stay out here or you're fired. And then if he comes in anyways, then I fire him and I make sure his ass is put on blast, which he did. So you know what? He did the right thing. But like, whoever his director was, like, come on, man. Have some fucking common sense, common decency. So no hate going out to Dr. Disrespect. Like, if anything, shade should be thrown at his director that was stupid enough to be like, hey, let's do this semi-illegal thing that will be hilarious for 15 seconds until you get banned from both the organization that you're attending, or from the event that you're attending, and from the website that you work on. That'll be funny. No, it clearly wasn't funny. I'm sorry, dude. It clearly wasn't. So you know what? You got fired. You got everything that you deserve coming out of that.
And like what you were saying, if there was like kids in the bathroom, he could, or something, right? Like you could literally be getting like camera on child porn, like getting jail time for something as dumb as that, right?
Like child pornography. It's a huge crime. So you know what?
Yeah. So the simplest things can get you like thrown in jail for something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't be dumb.
Got to be smart about that. And I would say, like, oh, you guys should learn from him. It's just like, don't learn from him. We already learned that's not okay. And if you have to learn from him,
you should
then
already
fine.
just know.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm totally fine with going against and being like, if you learn from this, that's totally fine. Because some people don't get it the first time around, but most people do know. Like, you are not allowed to film in a bathroom unless it's a private bathroom with people's consent. That's it. That's the only time you're allowed to do that. But anyways, that was it. We're not sure how long he's been banned for. And he's even poking fun at the situation. He even made an emote called like Dr. Pedo or some shit like that. So
he's making fun of himself?
Yeah. Yep, he's making fun of the Twitch ban.
To try to lighten the mood a little bit.
Kinda, yeah. So let's skip on to more lighter topics. So this is going to start transitioning into movies right after this one. So E3 finished up, and I made a list of some of the games that I was interested in and stuff like that. I tried getting more of it done before I started dying. So, you know, that was fun. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, definitely hyped for, definitely going to get it. Minecraft Dungeons looks really fun, actually. And I've been getting into these kind of like dungeon kind of games, which we'll get into a little bit later. But that actually looks like a lot of fun. Star Wars, The Jedi Fallen Order looks pretty interesting. Keanu Reeves Simulator, aka Cyberpunk 2077, looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Flight Simulator looks alright. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I'm getting this for the simple fact that I'm pretty sure that they're remastering the old games. And I haven't played the new ones. So,
okay.
Gonna do that again. Super fun. Super hype. What else? 12 Minutes looked super awesome. It was like an interactive thriller movie, which I'm totally down for. Never really got into those, but this one has like a cool art style. It looks like an awesome story. Looks pretty fun.
Kind of like the Telltale games?
Kind of, but not really. Kind of more, what's a good comparison for this? I don't know what a good comparison is for it. Like, I'm drawing a blank. Let me know if you think of anything, but it's like...
What's it called?
12 Minutes.
12 Minutes. Okay, I'll look at it now, see if I can think of anything.
Which is a cool name, by the way.
I didn't really pay attention to E3 that much.
But I paid attention a lot. Way of the Woods, it seemed to follow in the same light of Abzu, where it's like a very visual audio journey with a little bit of story woven. You play as a deer with a doe that has magical, and as a deer you have magical antlers that can interact with stuff, and it looks super fun. It looks super cool. I'm interested to see what the story's like, but the music had me. The graphics were like, oh, that's so pretty. Like, that looks awesome. The Xbox Elite Wireless Controller 2, which I've heard is making improvements on the last one, because the last one apparently sucked. There were a lot of things that I learned about that, so that was pretty interesting. Other than that, Borderlands 3 looks pretty sick. Project Scarlet looks awesome. The Halo Infinite trailer was super cool. Smash Bros. 2 new Smash Bros. Characters, the hero from, I think it's Dragon Quest, and Banjo-Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie, of course, which is super cool.
That's hilarious, yeah.
And there have been reports online that Waluigi may be the final character coming in the Smash Bros. DLC. So, Waluigi, if you don't know about this, so Waluigi has not been in a single Smash Bros. Game except as like an assist trophy, which is a different part of the game, which is like basically you pop this item and Waluigi comes to fight you. Yeah. They had Wario, they had Mario, Luigi, Rosalina and Luma. Who else? Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, like all of these different games. But no Waluigi. Not at all.
Oh, but, same thing with Wario too, I guess.
Wario's been in the game for a long time.
Really?
Yep.
It's been a long time since I played Smash Bros. Because when you said Waluigi, I was like, wait, what? But then I was thinking of Mario Party, not Smash Bros.
Yeah, Waluigi is reportedly, supposedly coming to that. So get hyped.
Kind of, sorta.
Yeah, kind of, sorta. So get hyped for that. What else is there? Dragon Quest didn't seem interesting. Luigi's Mansion, I was just like, not really a big deal. Some of the things that I thought were cool but not going to get are like the Forza Lego DLC. Everyone was like, why is there Lego in a racing game? It's like, why is there not? This is awesome. This is such a cool crossover, especially for me because I'm a huge Lego nerd. But you know, other than that, what are some games that I didn't enjoy looking at? I heard Battletoads got shit on. Like, everyone hated it. They hated it. Yeah, absolutely hated it. Like, they were like, oh, the art style sucks and everything is just sucks and it all sucks, so we're just not going to do it. So, I don't know about that. The RPG time, The Legend of Right, I was just like, it looks really crowded and doesn't really appeal to me too much, so I didn't really care about that. Age of Empires 2, I might get that. That actually seemed pretty interesting. Gears 5, it had a Billie Eilish song. I was like, it didn't show gameplay or anything, didn't really care. There's also like huge Twitter argument going on between AngryJoe that was like, wow, they paid these like 3, I think it was WWE guys, it was like WWE or NFL or something, to come play Gears of War, but then they didn't actually show it on the stage. It was just like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it was just like, why would you bother? They're like underneath the stage too. They're like ready to play underneath the stage in like this cool little area, and you're not going to show any of that gameplay. Like, why? Doesn't make sense.
That was the point.
Yeah, what's the point? Gears Pop, it's like a Gears of War, Funko, Clash of Clans kind of game. Didn't really seem too interesting. Other than that,
Making Funko Pop figures into a game?
Yep, they're turning it into a mobile game. Yeah, see, that's my exact reaction too.
Popular, yeah. I can see why they would, I guess, because they are super popular. And like as you pointed out, like with your Joker character, like people collect them all the time.
Yep, absolutely.
But I could, especially you said mobile, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, what type of game would it be though?
It's a mobile Clash of Clans game.
Oh, okay, that's kind of boring.
Yep, not really interested. What else do we got? We're gonna move on from E3 stuff. I honestly think Xbox kind of took it this year, but like everyone has their own opinion. The next thing is Ryan Reynolds' new movie. It's called Free Guy, and the only thing it says on IMDb is a bank teller discovers that he's actually an NPC inside a brutal open world video game. And apparently,
right, yeah, I vaguely heard about that.
Do you know who the NPC is?
No.
Channing Tatum.
Of course.
It's
Of course.
Of course.
It's being directed by Taika Waititi?
Director is Sean Levy. Yep, Taika Waititi.
Okay.
Yep. It stars
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, Taika Waititi, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Taika, yeah, because I just looked at it now here, and I'm like, what?
Who's Taika Waititi again?
The director of Thor Ragnarok.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Also, what else?
Taika Waititi, yeah.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff. Yeah, it shows how much I know about like actors and stuff like that, besides like the mainstream ones. But yeah, so that's kind of
why we go into me for movie stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Davis for the movie stuff, and a few other things, and then we'll get towards our final topic. So Davis, take it away.
Yeah. Well, like I'm not huge. Like I'm more into movies than I am to games, so I do know more of that. There are people that know a lot more stuff than I do, but yeah, like I saw the other day that one of my favorite shows. It's such a good show. Letterkenny is getting because like they started just as a show on YouTube. It was called Letterkenny Problems. And then it got launched and picked up by Crave. But now, so they're getting renewed again for season 6, which I think I might have mentioned that already.
Yep.
But now they're doing these like shorts. They're animated shorts. So kind of like what Corner Gas did, how they got remade into a cartoon. Same thing with Trailer Park Boys as well. But yeah, apparently Letterkenny's going the same way. But to my knowledge, all the thing I saw so far has been like on Twitter has been that they're going to be like 2 to 3 minute long shorts, which I don't know, it'll still be neat. If I think those are only going to YouTube, like not going to be part of the actual show, but But regardless, I don't know. I'll still probably I'm subscribed to their YouTube channel. I'll watch the little clips here and there. I always find that show really funny.
Yeah.
What did I? Oh, you should open up the link for this one. That Batman is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
There you go. This
Like-
the Hollywood Walk of Fame, sorry, gets Batman.
Yeah, like, and apparently, actually, on this note, I reminded myself of it, and apparently Trump is losing his. Good. Yeah, so Trump's losing his, and a fictional character. Actually, this is not the first time they've had fictional characters on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but it's like, who else is there? Were other people? I need to reopen the article. Where'd it go? Oh no, I lost my article. I don't know where it went. Anyway, but yeah, there's a few people that are actually getting the Walk of Fame or star, and it's like that's freaking awesome that one of the most iconic superheroes, comic book characters of all time is finally getting on there. So I found that funny. There's Julia Roberts, Lee are some of the other people that it's according to the Variety things. So I think that's pretty cool. But one of the biggest things that I've been wanting to watch and it's kind of pissing me off is that because I finally got Adam Savage's book, which if you follow me on Twitter, then you would have seen that already. But that he launched that a few months ago, I think 2 months ago or something like that. And I finally got it, and I've been reading that. But like, he started his new show Savage Build. So if you've been a fan of Mythbusters, or like his other web series, his web series on Tested, that he literally just builds, like shows the building and stuff, and he's like introducing his nerdy pulp culture stuff into like real world like engineering. And the very first one was literally a real life Iron Man suit. Yeah. Like,
so we'll pull that up. We also have a Twitch viewer who just wanted to say, hey, hi, lol, Ryosuke Hero. So what's going on, Ryosuke Hero? How's it going?
Hello, how's it going?
There we go.
Thanks for the love.
Thank you. So we have, is Adam Savage's Iron Man suit bulletproof? And then we also have how Adam Savage built a real Iron Man suit that flies. So do we want to watch the Iron Man bulletproof one?
Let's do the bulletproof one because that's the shorter version. It's only, and then the one that flies is just incredible in how it actually works. But yeah, this will be the shorter way to go.
Okay, so we're gonna play that right now for you guys. Here you go.
I am standing in the Alameda County Sheriff's Department shooting range in Dublin, California, where we are planning to shoot some guns at our newly completed Iron Man armor to find out if it's bulletproof. And if it is, well, then it has crossed that divide from costume to real armor. I'm kind of excited to find out. It's like a cooking show, but with guns.
For today's test, my team and I constructed a remotely operated gun stand that will allow me to pull the trigger from behind a shield to avoid ricocheting bullet fragments. We'll be firing multiple calibers of bullets to test the armor's resistance to increasing impacts. A 22 caliber, a 9mm, and a 45 caliber. Think of them as small, medium, and large.
Awesome. I feel like that is in a good position.
The impact of a bullet is determined by the projectile's mass and velocity. The bigger the bullet and the faster it travels, the greater the damage done to the target. We're hoping the bullets won't penetrate our titanium armor, but if they do, we want to be able to measure the damage. Cue the dummy.
Right here, right there. Perfect. We found this company that makes ballistic gel dummies with bones and organs that have been calibrated to be the correct density of proper organs.
And as you can see, this one is slightly used.
All right, get the armor.
We'll be firing all 3 of our different caliber bullets from handguns at a distance of 20 feet, close enough to inflict mortal damage to an unprotected human torso.
Safety is off. Here we go. Gonna shoot at some Iron Man armor. Oh. All right, buddy. See you on the other side. There we go. 3D printed titanium Iron Man armor versus 22 caliber bullet in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there is no break in the surface. There is no dent, no nothing. I can see the mark where the 22 caliber hit, but there is no tactile sign that a bullet hit this, and that means that this is bulletproof. But it's a 22 caliber round. I would like to fire some higher firepower at it to find out just how bulletproof it is. I can't believe I just said that sentence. We're moving up to a 9mm round.
It's not just bigger than a 22 caliber. Because it packs more gunpowder, it travels at a much greater speed.
There we go. Right. Here we go. 9mm round versus Iron Man armor in 3, 2, 1.
So that was that.
Yeah,
That was super
it's
cool.
very like, yeah, it's very Mythbusters-esque. Like it's still Adam Savage. Like I've even though I don't actually build anything, I'm not an engineer or anything like that. I've always followed him. I've always liked Mythbusters and everything. So I think once I get the chance to, once it's actually like in Canada online, because it's so far still only in US, I'm gonna definitely watch the entire series and follow it as much as possible, because I don't know. And it's like comic books, it's Iron Man. Like, come on, they 3D printed a real Iron Man suit. Like, that's dope.
There you go. There's that excitement I know in you to see, like, and that's super cool because, like, it's real Iron Man armor, but it also has implications.
Yeah.
Like, it's heavy as fuck, I'd assume. Like, how heavy would that be?
I don't know, but apparently it's not that bad. Like, it's a little awkward, but like the clips that I saw in the other like how he like built it or whatever part, when they actually bring it to the guy from Gravity Industries, because this guy has a like full jetpack that he uses, and apparently it didn't hinder him that much. Like, he had to get used to it a little bit, like the pilot of this jetpack.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it wasn't that bad apparently. Like, so if you can fuse these two things together in real life, like,
we have jetpacks.
Yeah,
jetpacks
exactly.
coming 2020. That's my prediction. We're gonna have jetpacks in 2022. That's what I'm gonna predict.
2022. That's probably closer.
Yeah.
Like, it's still not gonna be to the everyday market, I don't think, anytime soon. But like, because you can like, these are literally, it's a your arm. You have a rocket here on each hand, and then you have a backpack.
Yep.
And like this guy flies like I think it's like 20 feet in the air or something like that. Yep. And it like controlled, like, so then there you go, and then just add the weapons, and like Tony Stark's a real person.
Yeah, Adam Savage is Tony Stark. He's gonna dye his hair
So,
black,
like,
and then he's gonna be the real Tony Stark. That's how it's gonna
exactly.
Be. There
Just
you go.
now they need to give this to Robert Downey Jr. and it'll be set.
Yeah, there you go. He'll be like, "Hey, I made this." He will literally make a video, and then he's just like, "Hey, I made this. Look at that." I'm just hanging it in my office.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I think RDJ does have an Iron Man suit, but because you can get them.
Yeah, you can keep.
But yeah, but his from the movies are literally just like plastic coverings, and everything else is green underneath. Green like mocap suits or something. Yep. Fuck. What was some of the other things that I was stoked about? Oh yeah, the new Mark Hamill. So Child's Play came out today, I do believe. Yep. Just because I'm poor, I don't think I'm gonna go see it.
Just because I'm a bitch, I don't think I'm gonna go see it. But you know,
I liked the original Child's Play from the, I want to say, 70s. I don't remember. I could be wrong, but but like this one, it's Mark Hamill's voicing the doll. It's not Chucky, like the same thing, but it's a new doll, but it's the same concept. Like, so that's another reason why I don't know if I wouldn't bother spending the money for it right now, is because like it's literally just the same, gonna be the exact same movie. A kid gets a toy, he bonds it, and then like something makes it evil, wanting to kill everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It'll be cool. It'll be fun, but I'll wait till it comes on to Netflix or whatever to watch this one. I think.
Yeah.
Actually, because
I don't mind slasher movies sometimes. Like, I watched the new Halloween, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so cliche, but that's like part of the fun of it. So I was like, ugh. Yeah. So, you know what? If Chucky does like avoid those moments where it's like I can see the cliche kind of moments, then I think I'll enjoy it. But let's go to our last movie news. Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4.
No, I was just gonna say one more thing before that was
go for it.
speaking about like Marvel and stuff like that. The fact that they relaunched for another 6 minutes apparently, so it's a 3 hour and 6 minute long movie now,
which is ridiculous because now
money grab.
It gets rid of the I Love You 3000. How are you gonna get rid of the I Love You 3000, Davis?
What? They're not getting rid of the I Love You 3000.
The meaning behind it was I Love You 3000 is a reference to all of the Marvel movies added up times, like before Endgame came out. So if you combined all the total minutes of like Black Panther and Doctor Strange and all of those movies combined, it added up to 3000, which is what the I Love You 3000 refers to. So
that's something I actually didn't hear about.
Now that you added the 6 minutes, are they going to go back and be like, I love you 3006? No, god damn it, Marvel. What have you done? You have ruined the integrity of this movie. Disliked. Hate this. 0 out of 10 movies.
I guess the one thing that they could kind of justify that with a little bit is that Morgan, the Tony Stark's daughter.
Yeah, the Freeman.
Yeah. She is 6 in the movie. I think 5. Oh no, she might only be 5.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, because it's only a 5-year gap.
She's
I
fairly
don't
young,
know. I thought she was 6, so I was gonna say that kind of justifies it, but
yeah,
I don't know. Is it a cash grab? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are people gonna go see it? Yes. Like, am
Easily.
I gonna be one of those people? No, because again, I'm poor.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
I was planning it.
Yeah.
On seeing it a second time, but I need to save my money.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think I'll go see it again, just because it's like
Yeah.
I already saw it once, and it's just like, is 6 minutes gonna change my mind? No, it absolutely will not. Detective Pikachu gets another 6 minutes? Bitch, I'm heading to the theater, you know? Kidding, of course.
Oh my god. But no, but you're not.
Am I?
But so yeah, but the big movie exactly that's coming out, or that came out like already. Yeah. Everyone's nostalgia, freaking Toy Story 4. That everyone was super stoked because Toy Story 3 ended on such a not ended on, but like it was such a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Everyone cried so much during Toy Story 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like I was saying this to some of my friends, like TV shows and stuff I don't cry at because I'm like, okay, it's a show, it's not that real, but I remember actually like tearing up during Toy Story 3 when they're like almost about to die at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers, I guess. Spoilers for a movie that's a couple years old.
Dude, you can't call spoiler. I think it's like a 6-month rule. It's like you can't call spoilers after 6 months. Before 6 months, you definitely have to call spoilers. We'll just make that our rule. I don't know what the actual rule is, but there you go.
But yeah, apparently it's 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like everyone's loving it. Like I know a couple friends of mine that saw it already said they loved it. Like I literally just said that I'm poor and I need to save my money.
Mm-hmm.
But
you want to go see it so bad.
I might want to go see. I might go see this movie because like I saw the last movie I saw was Dark Phoenix, and it was just like I shouldn't have wasted my. I should have listened to the critics and not wasted my money on it.
Yep, you should have listened to me, man. You should have listened to me. I'm telling you, I'm a smart human being.
I should have just listened to myself too.
Yeah, there you go. So like here are the ratings for Toy Story: 8.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 4 out of 5 on Common Sense Media. 4 out of 5 is nothing compared to a 97. Like, that's ridiculous. And then 94% of Google like this film. So this is one where the critics and the fans both enjoyed it. So
yeah,
it's basically
not very often.
Yeah, it's not very often. So it's basically a movie that says, hey, they're both groups like it, so everyone has to like it in some fashion for the most part. There's going to be that one guy, it's like, toys are not supposed to be talking, unsubscribe from the movies. Like, troll.
Especially considering
it's my whale
like,
noise.
This is going back to like nostalgia, because people are going to see this because of the nostalgia, right?
Yep, nostalgia boners popping.
Exactly. But like, Men in Black International apparently bombed, and that's that was supposed to be another one that was supposed to be, another nostalgia grab, because like the first Men in Black was amazing. The second one was okay. The third one was better than the second one, but not as good as the first. And apparently International was just terrible too. So
yeah, I heard International was pretty bad.
We've had more bad movies than we've had good lately.
Dude,
apparently.
I'm telling you, cinema's dying. Like, come on. I don't understand what the point of MIB International was, because what did MIB 3 end on? It ended on Jay learning the truth and Kay being there. And that was it. That was a closed circle. It's like, cool, you could have opened up a new story, but they just apparently didn't have that MIB magic, you know?
I don't remember how the third one fully ended.
It ended with they were in the diner and Jay rescued Kay from being assassinated back in time because Boris the animal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there was a meteor that was going to crash to Earth, but a satellite blocked it or whatever. And that was it. That was how it ended. It was just like they walked out of the diner and everything was normal. It literally just was like nothing.
So it was so mediocre. That's why I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I remember the basic plot points of that movie, but not the full movie.
Nope. Like MIB 1 was so good. It was such a good movie. MIB 2 was all right.
Hence why I picked it as probably one of my favorite movies back when we were doing that, like in episode 3 or 4.
Yep.
Something like that.
Well, now that we're on episode 12, how about we get into our next topic? It's a personal topic. We were talking about getting a little bit more personal with our podcast. Sorry, we're not a news
so
channel.
often.
Yeah, we're not really a news channel. Like, we like to show the news and report the news, and we talk about it because those are the points to talk off of. But we're not here to make reports. We're here to read off reports and then get blasted on YouTube when we get them wrong. So, that's what we're here for. So, anyways, let's talk about favorite games. I want to talk about some of the recent games I started playing. So, you remember I talked about Minecraft Dungeons? That might be a game I wanted to play. So I've been playing this game called Wizard of Legend. And my God, this game is I pick it up for 10 minutes, hey, cool, I'll do a run through or something. I end up playing it for fucking 2 hours. 2 hours just go by like that. It's like Dark Souls because it's challenging, but it's basically a mage Minecraft Dungeons because it's so fun. So basically the premise of the game is you're in something called the Chaos Trials and you have to beat your way through 3 of the elemental bosses and then make your way through the final Chaos guy. So what you do is you go through the dungeon and you find people who will sell you items and they will give you more mage spells to use and stuff, and you basically have to survive and beat the entire boss. Beat all the bosses. The problem is it gets more difficult the more you go on, and there's a bunch of different factors you can have in it. So there are things called relics that give you power-ups, but there's also something called a cursed relic where basically it gives you a huge bonus, but also gives you huge negative. So one of them I had was doubles the damage you do, but doubles the damage you take as well. And I picked that up, and that's the most broken thing ever, because if you can dodge well enough and you have the right spells that block damage, you're fucking free, man. You literally are just pumping out so much damage. I took down so many bosses without taking damage. Yeah. It's insane. It's so much fun. I'm trying to 100% it right now because I 100%ed a couple of games and I'm like, oh, Wizard of Legend, that seems pretty cool. I played it with my buddy Tuna. Picked it up again. That was pretty fun. I 100%ed Apex Legends. So, This is my first...
Even with the friggin' with you getting super annoyed with the stealthy dude.
Mirage? Yeah. Oh my god. He's still not good. He's still not good. He'll never be good. I'm going to make that prediction right now. Mirage will never be good until he gets a rework. I'm sorry, but barely anyone falls for his Mirages. He's so useless. His passive is beyond useless because people just find out where he is anyways and kill him. His active ability is stupid, and his ult doesn't make sense. Like, it's a bad character. But anyways, getting off topic. I beat 100% Tacoma, which was a hugely disappointing game for me. Because basically what I thought it was is like you're on a spaceship and it's basically an escape room to get out. But basically what the story is you are on board to find out what happened to this crew that was on the space station, why they suddenly disappeared. So you basically go back through data logs, you go through the entire space station, you figure out what's going on, like find all the puzzles and stuff like that. And the ending is like super disappointing because you're like, oh yeah, we kind of knew this happened, so you kind of just like left with a bunch of open stories, like what actually happened to them, what actually, like what about this, what about that, and you're just left with a bunch of open, boring piece of shit endings.
Is it because they're trying to make you want to buy the next game and it's going to answer that in the next game, or
I don't think there is a Tacoma sequel. Let me double check a Tacoma sequel, because if there is a Tacoma sequel, I'm going to be very sad. No, apparently ratings on this game are like 9 out of 10 for a $20 game. Yes, I could see it being really, really good for a $20 game. Yeah, but like from a game standpoint, if I didn't know the price, I'd say this is severely disappointing considering I beat the game in 5 hours. Like 100%ed the game in 5 hours. Not just beat the campaign, I 100%ed the game in 5 hours. So it doesn't look like there's a sequel, but
so it just leaves it very open-ended.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, you let your imagination run with it. It's like, no, you're telling a story. You have to close the story. This isn't like one of those choose your own adventures. Like, what does the heroine do now? It's like, what did the crew do? It's not like you just like, oh yeah, they decided to go and fight the rebellion of aliens that are attacking this thing, which is not part of the game at all. I'm just like throwing this out there.
BSing.
Yeah, exactly. So like, Tacoma was a severely disappointing game. I 100%ed Bridge Constructor Portal. That was pretty fun. Bridge Constructor is a fun game, and adding portals to it made it even better. So basically, Bridge Constructor, you build a bridge using certain points and mechanics to get your cart all the way to the other side.
Okay, very basic.
Yep, 100% of that game. That was really fun. That was a good, 20 hours or so. I'm almost done Black Ops 3, which is probably one of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time. Like, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that. The reason it's on my list of some of my best games and it's my favorite Call of Duty game is for the simple reason of it was so good to zombies players. Like, you had Gobblegums, which were super cool, that helped players. You had you could do speed runs on it. You could do the Easter eggs solo or co-op for the most part. I think they had 2 maps on launch, and then it had 2 awesome DLCs and 2 meh DLCs, and then it came out with a 5th DLC that nobody was really expecting, and it came out with 8 remastered maps, which look even better and function way better than the old maps did, which was super cool. Campaign-wise, don't care about the campaign. No one cared about a Call of Duty campaign after Modern Warfare 3, so don't really care. And then multiplayer, I'm not a huge multiplayer fan, but the jetpacks in there just turned me off. I was just like, nah, not gonna have that. So didn't.
Yeah, not a COD. Hence why they're going back to Modern Warfare.
Yep, exactly. So I have a giant list of games that I could pick from. So why don't you list some of your favorite games, and I'll try to put mine into a coherent list.
Well, I know that going into gaming, I played and beat all 4 of the Uncharted games. Those games were really fun and crazy. I don't 100% get all of the achievements and everything like that. I don't do any of that, but I just played through the story, and I remember Uncharted 4 was really fun. It's I mentioned this before when we were talking about Tom Holland joining the for the Uncharted movie. But like, I remember playing that. That was a really fun game when I played it. I've been wanting to. I still haven't done it yet, but I've been wanting to get the Spider-Man PS4 game that came out 2018.
I heard it was really good.
That. Yeah, everyone said it was really fun because it had the same like mechanics as like Batman Arkham Asylum games, like because those fighting mechanics were really good. I've been wanting to get it, but I don't know, I just haven't done it yet.
Yep.
I remember playing all three of the God of War games. Those were really good too. Just this hack and slash. I remember getting super pissed off at one certain area of God of War 3, I think it was. There was a part where you have to like climb up a mountain and just flick your controller or your over slightly to like dodge the meteors that are falling down.
Yep.
And I remember doing it, but it wasn't reacting like at the same time, so I kept on getting hit, even though I was actually moving the joystick. So it was pissing me off.
Yeah, that happens a lot in games nowadays.
Yeah, like so I remember getting super annoyed at that. It's a super fun game, but again, I never. And it was the same thing with the new God of War game that was like a third person instead of a top down or whatever, which apparently was really fun. But I never ended up getting around to getting it. But honestly, I still just play basic right now. In my point in life, since I'm focusing on YouTube and movies and stuff like that, trying to build on my career. I don't game a whole lot.
Yeah.
But right now, gaming wise, heck, I still play Jetpack Joyride on my phone. Boy.
Oh my god, you're one of those guys.
Just the basic tap, man. Like shred through that a little bit. Like when I'm bored on my break or something. It's a game that doesn't require any Wi-Fi. Got to do that. But for a more kind of like serious mobile game, I'm playing Contest of Champions, Marvel's Contest of Champions. So like, because I've always loved like the Mortal Kombat games, but unfortunately that NetherRealm Studios does DC, which instead of Marvel, and I'm like Marvel better, but still, I don't know. It's a very basic like fast hit, hard hit, dodge, shield. Like so there's not this complex combos of like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But
it's
still fun.
It's not like you're drowning in different things that you can do in that game.
Yeah, it's not super crazy. It's enough of a game that I can just like, you know what? I'm just bored. There's nothing on TV right now or whatever. I'm going to play and since I have this new phone that doesn't die after like 5 minutes, I can actually play a game on my phone and what I would do sometimes to make it a little better, I Chromecast screen mirror my screen and then make it full screen that way.
Yeah,
so I'm still doing it.
Dude, I should get a Chromecast for down here. That would be so good. Playing Hearthstone on a big ass TV instead of on your phone. Whew, yeah, that'd be so nice. But
I did that when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. And Hearthstone actually. When you got me into Hearthstone a little bit, I started playing it, but then I kind of gave up like after like 2 weeks. But yeah, that's major for me because like I'm a Call of Duty guy. Like when we were mentioning a couple episodes ago that Call of Duty is getting remastered, like or remade. I mean, like honestly, like that you know have you seen the meme of this multiple Spider-Men pointing at each other?
Yeah.
There's this one meme where it's Assassin's Creed fans blaming Call of Duty fans, blaming FIFA fans that they're all playing just the same game. Like, yeah, I'm definitely that character when it comes to Call of Duty because it's the same game over and over again, but I still play it all the time.
Oh yeah, that's like the charm of Call of Duty. You can keep playing over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with like I rounded up a list of like 14 games that are like my all-time favorite.
Okay, give me the top 5.
Top 5? Oh, that's such a hard thing to pick from.
Nope, you're only getting 5.
Okay.
Actually, how about this? Give me one from each console you own, and then
rate them.
Yeah, give me your favorites from each console. Ooh, Jayden some food.
This is not mine.
Oh, Jayden doesn't got some food.
The one with coleslaw, right?
Mute your mic.
Poutine. That's your sandwich. You want both?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Jayden's mom.
Davis says hi.
Hi.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Well,
Let me know if you don't eat all the poutine. I'll have a few bites.
okay. Anyways, my mom just came back with food from the... Okay, that's definitely not what I wanted.
Very
That's definitely not what it
professional.
was. So, I don't know. But anyways, it's probably still pretty good. Anyways, let's wrap this up so I can get food. Okay, I can't really give one from each console because I mostly play on the same console.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I'll do this. Borderlands 2. This is in no particular order. I'm just going to list these right now. So Borderlands 2, Halo Reach, Persona 5, Minecraft, and Black Ops 3. I'll say that.
Oh, you didn't throw Hearthstone in there?
Nah, I didn't throw Hearthstone in there. I kind of fell off of it. Oh no, wait, sorry. We're not going to change. Nope, not Black Ops 3. I'm going to change Black Ops 3 for Pokemon Omega Ruby.
Of course, they had. Okay, that makes more sense. Adding a Pokemon game in for you makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah. So I'm just going to quickly rate these right now. 3. That's a 4. That's a 2. Okay, so in order, my 5th favorite game of all time is Persona 5, which is ironic. So anyways, Persona 5 was such a good game because it was like something new, and it made me proud to own a PlayStation, because if I didn't own a PlayStation, I'd be like, why do I own a PlayStation? Other than the fact that I wanted to play with my friends. Because Crash Bandicoot didn't really suck me in the way that it used to in the olden days. Like, Uncharted didn't suck me in yet. Other than that, like, there weren't really many other PlayStation games. Like, I have Horizon Zero Dawn, I haven't touched that, and stuff like that. I haven't really touched any of those games, but, you know, I just have them. So, that's a thing. So, but Persona 5, it was uniquely different. It was an awesome art style. The soundtrack, I have some songs on my phone because I like to jam out to them still. The characters are memorable. The fight scenes are amazing. The animation is crisp. The game did not crash once for me, which is fucking amazing. And 96 hours of gameplay did not crash once, did not freeze, did not lag. It was a smooth running game through and through with so much flair and so much to do. It was amazing.
Nice.
Okay.
Hence why
it's number 5.
No, I was gonna say hence why you. Isn't that the game where your Joker is from?
Yep.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So number 4, I had to put this on here, and I was but I'm really sad at where I put it. I put Minecraft. I put Minecraft on number 4. So the reason I love
Very popular game.
It's a very popular game, and the reason I love it so much is it's just the sandbox that everyone deserves to play, you know? Like, it's so much fun. It's so good. Like, you build anything you want. My roots are there because I bought it. I remember I bought it for the 360. I'm like, why did I buy it for the 360? I have it for PC. Did not regret that decision because I made so many friends off there. I played with my cousins all the time on there. It was not about the achievements. It was all about just making an awesome world. I remember making so many cool houses. I remember making mansions, castles. I remember digging into the sand and making dome structures out of glass and making entire civilizations like that. I remember making a giant arena for a mini game called Spleef, where you basically just dig out the ground from underneath someone else. Like, there was just so much that you could do with this game. And it was amazing. It was so much fun, and I loved it. So I had to put Minecraft there. I'm still playing it, and I'm going to 100% all 3 versions that I have that are on the Xbox. So mark my words, it's going to happen eventually. What else?
Eventually.
Yeah. So coming down to number 3, I actually switched this. I was like, my number 4 is, and I've hesitated for a second, because I had Pokemon Omega Ruby as my number 4, but I couldn't do that to it. It's homeboy. It's right here. It's in my heart. Pokemon Omega Ruby is number 3. The reason it's there and not number 4, even though I have more hours in Minecraft than I do Pokemon Omega Ruby was the reboot I loved, and I could not let go of it. I bought it strictly to play on the airplane or when I was indoors bored, like in Hawaii. And by indoor bored, I mean like it's raining super hard and we can't go out anywhere, or like it's nighttime and I'm still up and I can't like do anything. So Pokemon Omega Ruby was there for me, and I played it even after I got back. I would play that thing to death. I have like 140 hours in my playthrough. I was getting all the legendaries, getting shiny Pokemon, wonder trading. I was getting all of these awesome Pokemon. Blaziken is my number one favorite Pokemon, which is one of the starting Pokemon from that game, because it goes Torchic, Combusken, Blaziken. But all of the starters are super cool. The gym leaders are fun with unique challenges. I played Omega.
I had the original Ruby.
Yeah, the original Ruby
on SP.
There you go. I had the original Ruby.
The 2 bikes.
Yeah, the 2 different bikes. They didn't fix that, but other than that, they did amazing. They added an extra chapter to like fight Mega Rayquaza, which was super duper cool. And it was just a game that I loved to death, and that got me into like the Pokemon community a little bit, and I really, really enjoyed it. So if you have a 3DS, don't buy the new Pokemon games yet. Play Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. If you have a Game Boy, load that sucker back up, play some fucking original Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire, because that shit was my jam. That was such a good game. But we're going to move on to the second one.
Number 2.
Borderlands 2. Did you see this one coming a little bit? Not
well,
really.
You said it already, but
well, yeah.
Well, we were talking about it in the previous podcast too. So
yeah. So Borderlands 2, I have it on 3 different consoles now.
Oh my god.
Okay, well 2 of them are free downloads and the other one I bought. Sorry, 4 consoles. 3 of them I didn't have to buy. 3 of them were given or they were free. So like I got it on a PS4 because it's free. I have it on Xbox because it's free. I have it on Xbox 360 because my little brother got it for Christmas and I played the hell out of it. And then I bought it on PC. So I have it on 4 different consoles and I've played through it on 3 of them. I didn't touch PS4 yet because Xbox for life. You live or die by Xbox. Excuse me. But anyways, Borderlands 2, it's a game with charm and uniqueness that has you smiling the whole way through no matter how many times you play it. I was playing it with my girlfriend's roommate and legit, I had them, like, we were just quoting everything. We were having so much fun. We were just having such a good time playing this game. And, like, going back through it, like, the characters are all unique in their own way for the most part. They're super cool. They have their own unique trees. Leveling up in that game is fun. The little hints and nods to like other games and franchises and all the little tiny details that you can find in this world are just amazing. Like,
I've never played any of the Borderlands, but I can say one thing. I do really like the art style of Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
The comic book art style of it is really cool.
The art style is awesome. The soundtrack is awesome. The world is awesome. The Handsome Jack is hands down the best villain we will ever get in a video game. The only one that I think that can come close to it is probably Voss from Far Cry 3. And Far Cry 3 was on my top game list because I bought it. I had it for 360, which I borrowed from a friend, and then I bought it on sale on Steam, and I played through it, and I had like a blast. My friends were in the call when I was waiting for them to get off their game of League of Legends so we could all play together. I was playing Far Cry 3, and I'm like, look at this, guys. And I would send a screenshot of a deer running up a tree for no reason. It was like, what the fuck is going on in this game? But it's hilarious, and it's such a good game. But anyways, that Borderlands 2 is basically Far Cry 3, but it's even better.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like Borderlands 2, if Borderlands 3 sucks, Gearbox, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you. Yes, you know. And number 1, and I didn't hesitate to put this number 1. I was trying to number them off while you were talking about your favorite games a little bit while I was listening, but I was like, what's number 1? Halo Reach. Halo Reach is my number 1 favorite game of all time. The story, I've been through the story so many times. Playing on Legendary, it's a bastard to get through. Let me repeat that. It's a bitch to get through. It's impossible to get through solo. You're walking, you're trying to be sneaky, and then a turret will do a swift 90 degrees in half a second and start obliterating you. You will have to take a sniper and a DMR to every single mission. You cannot run up close quarters unless you are forced to. Playing through that game was like one of my...
No energy sword.
No energy sword, no shotgun. Exactly, yeah. So you're kind of screwed. But it was just so much fucking fun. It was so good to play through, and I loved it to death. I played through the campaign so many times. I played through Firefight a lot. I played multiplayer, and I was really good. I was getting compliments from a lot of people. It's like, you could go pro in this. I'm like, nah. I'm 12.
I don't remember Reach that much. Like, I played it 12, a little 14. Bit because Reach came out when I would have been in...
I was grade 7, grade 8.
Yeah, so it would have been when I was in grade 11 or 12 because it was still when I was in high school.
Yeah.
But I more remember Halo 3. Halo 3 is a game that I that's one game that I do remember playing like on 360, and the last, like, I can still remember the last mission of like jumping through the exploding ground and stuff like that of Halo 3.
If I had to pick what's the better game, I think Halo 3 is... It's close, but I'm honestly, I'd have to do a comparison. I think the story-wise, all right, let's do it like this. Multiplayer-wise, I think Reach had the upper hand with the armor abilities, and like being able to play as like an elite and having the Invasion. Invasion is the best game out by far. But anyways, so playing, so multiplayer, I think I have to give to Reach. Campaign, I definitely have to give to Halo 3. Halo 3 had an amazing campaign. Forge mode easily goes to Reach.
Oh,
easily.
Yeah. I remember Forge mode, too. Yeah.
Yeah. You had to do the levitating glitch in Halo 3. Holy shit, that was annoying. What else is there? What else is there? Firefight was introduced in Halo 3 ODST, so that one goes automatically to Reach. But anyways, yeah, I think Halo Reach is like my top favorite game. I put in so many hours into that. I started making YouTube videos on it. I would make crazy Forge maps. I would like play with my friends all the time. It was super good. And I made a rule on my list that it was I cannot copy games from the same franchise. So I can't put, because if it was, I would put Halo Reach and Halo 3 basically right next to each other probably. They're really, really close together, but Halo Reach takes the cake on what's the better Halo for me. So there you go. That's my
good list.
Yeah, I have here's the rest of the games. I'll just list them off. I'm not going to go into detail. Portal 2, Far Cry 3, Black Ops 3, Saints Row 2, Doom 2K16, Ori and the Blind Forest, Just Cause 2, Golf with Your Friends, and Hearthstone. So Hearthstone's on the list, Davis. It's on the list, but it's just not at the top 10.
Not in the top. Fair enough.
Not in the top 10. I don't know. Would it make top 10? Probably not, honestly.
Not anymore.
Well, because
compared to a year ago when I first met you.
Yeah, when he first met me, I was a fiend for Hearthstone, and like that's when I had money and I could like put it into Hearthstone packs and stuff freely. But now I can't, and it's just like that's part of the game's charm. And now that I look at it, it's really bad. It's really bad because you're basically paying $100 to potentially get the cards that you want, making you want to spend more and more money. So by $1,000, you have all the cards, and you have so much dust that you can create basically entirely brand new cards for it. It's like, so I'm spending $500 every 3 months for a bunch of cards that have no real life value. Like, what's the point other than having fun? It's like, but I could have fun. Like, I'm having fun with free to play games. Like, like NHL 19 just came out. Rivals of Aether came out for free for gold members. If I bought the Game Pass for $1 for 3 months, guess what? Guess how much money that is? It's $1 for 3 months of a ton of games, like Wizards of Legend, Batman Arkham Asylum, which I played through once, which was pretty fun. Batman Arkham Knight, Hollow Knight, Borderlands, like there's Halo. All of these games are on here. So it's like, why would I spend $500? Even though it's a fun card game and I would love to collect all the cards, I feel like we shouldn't be hindered on we shouldn't be hindered on our wallets. We should be hindered on our skill.
Yeah, it should be play to win, not pay to win.
Exactly. That's exactly how it should be, but Blizzard just doesn't.
That goes by. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what?
That's like. No, fair enough. If you're having more fun in other games, then have more fun in other games.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's gonna do it for us now. Let us know what the hour and 15-minute podcast about mostly video games and movies and stuff. We didn't really get too much else. I was debating doing favorite foods. It'd be cool to do favorite foods one day. Favorite food places. Maybe. Do it once we get our own studio and we're able to like do like a physical thing. We can make our own tier list. I would love to do do a bunch of like paper cutouts with magnets on them and just be like, all right, S, A, B, C, D, E, F tier. Where does McDonald's go? It's like, oh shit, that's gonna go straight to the S tier. That shit's top quality. Like, you know, I would love to do that. I would love to do that one day. That would be such a cool video to make. But until then, we're just gonna talk about them for now.
Yeah. So if you guys should already know, we live stream on Twitch.
Woo!
We upload to YouTube.
Woo!
We have a Twitter account and
Woo!
Instagram account.
Woo!
And now, starting last episode,
oh yeah,
we have a SoundCloud. If you want to listen to just the audio without having to see our ugly mugs.
It's gonna be a little weird because we do show video and stuff like that, but we do tell the title and everything, so you can pause the podcast, watch the video yourself, because we usually don't commentate over the video or anything unless we mute the video. So anyways, that's that.
Yeah, so that's going to be on SoundCloud, and then eventually we're in the process of hopefully uploading to Spotify, Google.
No Apple.
No
maybe
Apple. We'll
no
Apple.
Apple
Too,
Davis, we talked about this. There's no Apple. Davis, there's no Apple. No apples.
A Pear.
Okay, we'll upload to Pear. Download Pear.
But
buy a Pear phone.
So yeah, basically just saying that because we wanted to let you guys know that we're trying to broaden our horizons, let people listen / watch as much stuff as possible.
Yeah.
Keep your ears open, everybody.
Hell yeah. So keep an eye on our social media, keep an eye on YouTube and Twitch, and yeah, we'll be broadcasting and stuff. We're still in the process of figuring out a day that works for us. Basically right now it's been a little bit wonky. We usually do like Saturday or Sunday evenings, but unfortunately due to like sickness and other things, like Davis had a wedding and there's like a bachelor party and then I got sick, so it's like I can't do a podcast with a voice like this.
Bachelor party, but yeah, the 3rd, 4th, 5th I'm not available, but that's not that's not a weekend anyway, so I should still be good.
Yep, there you go. So yeah, thank you all. Go ahead.
Alrighty then, yeah.
Professionals here, guys. We're professionals.
We're on our way.
We're on our way to becoming professionals. We're getting better. The audio quality is better. Also, the graphics that were designed here today, like this amazing cartoon character. Should I pull up Davis's character as well?
Yeah, sure. Might as well.
Yeah. Have to actually find it. And the background. They were all made by one of the people that goes to our school named Emma. So shout out to Emma for making these. She did an awesome job. So here's Davis. I accidentally reflected mine a little bit. There you go. So let's make them about the same size. Davis is not taller than me, so we'll shrink this down. There we are. So there we are together. There's Davis side by side.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's awesome. And I think it's perfect. He's got the Avengers hoodie. He's got the camcorder, and I've got the Xbox controller, the lifeguard hoodie, and the hat. So, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Emma for helping design these and stuff like that. I think it was awesome. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us today on the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to everyone who is watching live, and shout out to all you guys watching on YouTube later on when this gets released. So,
alrighty then. Talk to you guys later.
Yep. See you guys. Bye.